How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Relic, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, guys, I was going to have a more well-edited essay video, or a video essay, for you guys to watch about Pokemon Switch that I've been kind of working on for a bit now, and it ended up not being able to actually be posted yet. I'll try to still get it, like, done today in terms of, like, rendering it and getting it out. The problem is, I've been trying to render it for the past 3 hours, but it keeps crashing every single time, and it's literally impossible to get it done. I'm going to try to re-render it one more time. It takes an hour to render it, by the way, and I've tried 3 times now. But I'm going to try to re-render it again and get it out for you guys. But instead of doing that, I thought we could talk about something else today, because as you guys know, last night, very late last night, I was talking about this individual on Twitter called the Panda Spy Row Insight. Yeah, that's just a weird little name there. But either way, so I was talking about him mentioning something about Pokemon and showing this little thing right here with, like, you know, a little Blastoise and a little Lapras Lego figurine, and he was saying, time for a little hint tonight. Now, it wasn't big of a hint, but he is talking about knowing something about Pokemon. And here is the thing, right? How do we know if this guy has any credibility? Well, he is followed by freaking Ubisoft. Now, that may not mean much, but Ubisoft, their actual Twitter account, only follows 713 people, and they have 7 million followers. And I think out of those 713 people they follow, they would be following just a random account with, you know, now 1,000, almost 200 followers. I mean, he had only 900 yesterday, so I don't think they'd be following just a random account like this. And I mean, he's been around since July 15th, and it says here that he's born in Montreal, and, you know, he speaks French, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. But Ubisoft wouldn't be following him, and they do. It's very confusing. I don't know what to say, in all honesty. I'm very surprised and a bit flustered as well. But he did post some new stuff today, guys, and I don't really know. I've been trying to look through his old posts and see what he's been up to, and it's kind of hard to know, like, it's just with the times posts were made and that sort of stuff, it's kind of hard to know what kind of info he actually has and what he knows. But I will tell you this, though. What he's saying right now is very interesting. Last night, I was assuming maybe, you know, maybe he's working with Nintendo, or maybe they're working together with, like, Game Freak, or, you know, a side part of, like, the Pokemon company on perhaps, like, some sort of crossover or something like that. But apparently that's not the thing. That's not the deal. And he says something here in this tweet that I want to talk about 2 hours ago. He says something that I found very interesting. You know, guys, when I hint at something, don't expect from me to reveal infos. What I'm expecting from you is to become creative, with a little pick, and then, you know, he just in parentheses says, yet, it really hints at Pokemon soon. It wasn't a joke. To imagine what's the true meaning, or imagine something funny. Come back soon. So, he said this, and I'm going to look through, I'm going to show you all the little conversations we had here. I asked him a bunch of questions, and he answered as much as he could. Because keep in mind, if he's actually an employee at Ubisoft, you may be wondering, what does Ubisoft have to do with Game Freak? Why would they know what Game Freak's up to? I mean, Ubisoft is Ubisoft. What kind of relation do they have? Well, we'll get into that, because it has to do with Ubisoft's collaboration with Nintendo last year, if you guys remember that, with Mario plus Rabbids. So that's where the correlation comes in. Actually, you can read it on his little, like, Twitter bio right here. It says, have worked on hashtag Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, now working on a new project, stay tuned, hashtag NDA, hashtag Nintendo Switch. Now, we'll go through the conversation, but I want to go back to this image, because he mentions, look at hints and stuff. Now, when I look at this, right, the only thing that comes to mind is Blastoise. The most we've known about Blastoise in the last, give or take, also my hairline is so weird because I just took a shower, but the only thing we've known about Blastoise, any news about Blastoise in the last, you know, year of 2018 so far, is that we had Blastoise in, like, Pokken Tournament, like, being added there. That's as far as I can see in terms of knowledge. Then Lapras, all we know about Lapras is that post that we saw from the Eevee project, right? They posted a little thing saying, like, hey guys, hey, look, it's a Lapras, it's a giant Lapras with a little Eevee on the back. And of course we had that leaked, I mean, I'm just gonna call it a rumor image still, because I don't really trust that image, but who knows, it could still be a prototype image of, like, the Lapras with a character and then Eevee on the top of the head, riding through something that looked like Route 21. Again, I don't know. This could also just be saying, hey, it's gonna be Gen 1 Pokemon, or hey, this is literally nothing. This could mean literally nothing, but I do believe he may be an actual employee, because I started questioning him and asking him some things. So I opened this up and I said, okay, now I'm even more freaked out, because I was so confused. I was like, how does this relate to the Pokemon that we're expecting? Like, what correlation is there here? And he just asked me, why are you freaking out? It wasn't supposed to be scary. And I was like, well, I was under the assumption, all day that you were not talking about something related to the new Pokemon, and now you state that you are. Only thing confusing me is how a Ubisoft employee knows of the inner workings of Game Freak. So I do question him here. I'm not gullible. I understand understand that it's very sketchy, and a lot of you guys pointed out as well, why would a Ubisoft employee know of things that are happening within, Game Freak? And of course, keep in mind, Game Freak knows, Nintendo knows what Game Freak's doing, right? They've seen the games. There is a connection there. They make their games for Nintendo, like, consoles and stuff. So, of course, they're going to show them prototypes and see how it works and show them images and gameplay and all that stuff, right? And we can assume this game has been worked on for a while. So he answers, I'm having friends. That's the only important thing in the video game industry. And this is very true, right? Somebody maybe works at EA might know somebody at Ubisoft. Somebody that works, at like Red Barrel or whatever they're called, or like, Rockstar may know somebody from DICE. You know what I mean? Like, companies have connections. It's not just one of those things where, like, it's just whatever. People know each other. So that's one thing. And then second, he says here, I worked with Nintendo on Mario and Rabbids, and went many times to Japan and visited Nintendo HQ one time. So, what could he have seen at Nintendo HQ? Something that we would love to know what it is. Something Pokemon related. And clearly, he has friends that might have told him stuff. Friends that also work within the video game industry. Friends maybe in Nintendo, over at Nintendo, in Japan. Who knows? Again, we don't know here. We don't even know if he actually works for Ubisoft. But based on the fact that they follow him on Twitter, which, again, keep in mind, it's very odd that they would follow just a random account like this. But they do follow him. He seems to be living in Montreal based on, what he says on Twitter, on his Twitter profile. So, I don't know. It's very sketchy. But he says here, apparently, he has friends who know stuff. So, I was like, oh boy, well, dude, thanks so much for the heads up, I guess. If this is for real, then my excitement for this new game is up by a notch. Now, the reason why I'm accepting this up is because I just want us to get some information. It's been so deadbeat in terms of actual info from anybody that knows something actually, genuine, that any info, like even just saying, like some official individual saying something's coming soon, just somebody who knows something from the actual inside, not just, random leakers and people rumoring stuff. Somebody actually knowing something is very good for my brain, because it keeps me sane. But either way, so don't get too much excited. Excitement can make a game overhyped and make him make him drown. So what I'm trying to say here is don't get too excited, because literally getting too much excitement and too much hype can just ruin a game. And I'm gonna agree with this. I have been excited in the past for games. Like when I was younger, I got so excited for games, and then they ended up being disappointments, and I wasn't actually, wasn't enjoying it. This is something that also the guys over at Game Freak said to us in the interview they did last year in 2017. They said, like, don't expect too much from this. Like, don't overhype yourself, essentially, is what they were telling us. So, that's one way. And I'm just like, I'm just excited for a reveal, is all. The wait is killing me. Hope you'll not die before the announcement then. I mean, I don't know if that's supposed to tell me that, like, hey, it's going to take a long time. I don't know, but either way. So, wait, should we assume some sort of news, or should we just be prepared to wait a long time? And this is where I'm like, I really wish I had just a simple answer, like, just soon. Just the word soon would be enough for me. It says, this type of question is hard for me because I really want to talk with you about this subject, but I really can't. It's very dangerous for me to talk about, talk on this subject, these subjects, sorry. Hope you'll be able to understand the situation. And I was like, okay, just curious as to if we'll be expecting something soon, or if this is a wait forever situation. But I understand your position, though. So I did question him as much as I could. I did the best I could with the questioning. But now, the only thing that remains is this real? And just, there you go, Twitter just going off again. Literally, my phone's been going off all day. By the way, thank you guys all for following my Twitter. It's been fantastic on there. You guys have been so active, sending me things you see. And I've just been looking through, like, tons of stuff. A lot of fake stuff as well, like, holy moly. If I was to go through every single fake, like, leak and stuff that I see, boy. Either way, so what I want to say now, guys, well, I want to say that I don't know if this is real, but the fact of the matter is, this is the only thing that convinces me that he works there, is that he has a follower from Ubisoft, right there. That's real Ubisoft. That's no bullshit, no messing around. That's actual Ubisoft. And that's where I am so confused, because I don't know what that means. Is he actually working for them, or is this just, I don't know. They wouldn't be following him if he didn't work there. It just wouldn't make any sense. He's not a content creator. He's not a YouTuber. He seems to be working there. And I don't know. It's very confusing. But he has been talking about Pokemon. I'll try to look through if he's had any more hints than this. But this is the one we have so far. And it's literally just 2 Water-type Pokemon. If this means anything specific, I don't know. But I want to know your opinions, though. So let me know in the comments down below, guys. What do you think about this? Do you think that the TW Phantom Lord here actually knows something, or are we just looking at like a phony trying to, you know, trick us all and make us all excited for no reason? But he is telling us not to get too excited, and I feel like he may be legit. So far, he's like the most legit I've seen in terms of somebody that does actually work with some sort of company. And again, keep in mind, the reason why I said he may know something is because he did work with Nintendo. If he worked on Mario and Rabbids, they did have a connection. Ubisoft and Nintendo have a good, stable relationship. They're actually pals. And keep in mind, Nintendo owns a huge part of the Pokemon Company, and Game Freak owns a part of the Pokemon Company as well. They work all the time together. So all I'm asking is this real or is this fake? I don't know. I want your opinions, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ruffle Rowlet. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.